1. And we is live with Sunset Park. What time is it? Time to get live. Time to represent. Y'all know. Hold up. Yo. We 3 Neches on the camera. Told y'all, yo, I'm coming to go raw. I mean, raw. Call me big.
Hey, lovely.
I was about to get into it. All right. Oh, geez, Louise and Steve's. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome to the greatest show you've never seen and possibly never heard. I come to you as 1/3 of a trio of blurs. Knock the camera phone down. It's a trio of blurs, smoother than the fresh Neches. It is us, the Tres Neches. We got Q, Cool Q, Dude the Chef, and me, the Corner Dojo TV makes 3, and we are back again with episode number 5.
Yeah,
fellas, how you guys doing?
Hey, I'm feeling good. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
Good. I'm happy, man. I just took me 2 edibles.
So all right.
Hey, yeah. Hey, I did it the OG way.
Okay, indeed.
All right.
Yo, just real quick, I literally probably just got back in the house like 20 minutes ago or something like that from a very, very long trip. Going to North Carolina because we're moving from Maryland to North Carolina.
Hey,
okay.
I would too because the cost of living is different.
Not even just that. Like we actually got a house, a family house that we about to take over. You know what I mean? Yeah,
all right.
Okay. We support
getting
that,
out of the apartment.
Black man making moves with his family.
Yeah, we gotta do a lot of work on it though.
Yes.
We gotta do a lot of work on it, but it's gonna happen. But I bring this up since we all wearing white.
Yes.
Very, very, you know what I'm saying? Holy, very heavenly
angel dust.
And like ghost light and stuff like
angel
that.
Dust.
Facts. I thank my dog on the way here just confirmed the existence of ghosts.
Oh boy. All right. Let's go with it. What you got?
I need to know what happened.
Because we literally we were stuck in traffic, right? We kept getting caught in traffic. We were supposed to be back at like 6:30, didn't make it that time. So it was like all this traffic kept popping up. But then we happened to stop by. It was adjacent to like a cemetery. Now my dog never does this ever, but she's in the window. Excuse me, she's in the window like a regular dog. But then, like she's not always do something when they see something, like they lock in.
Yeah. So
she locks in. So we try to figure out what she's looking at. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing out there. It's just tombstones and grass. You know what I'm saying? And then we going by, and then we get to like where there's a pet cemetery still there, and she's all into the joint. Like she keep looking in the window.
Yeah.
But then we get like by the funeral home. The funeral home is like, so it's a regular joint, the pet cemetery, then there's a funeral home. She starts scratching at the damn glass. She's never done that ever. She only does that when somebody's playing with her or calling her or somebody that she wants to get to. What did she see? And then as we kept going, she looked back. She didn't look. She wasn't looking at anything random. She was looking. There was nobody in the cars playing with her. None of that stuff. She was literally just like. So I'm just saying.
Hey,
alien.
Early with it too.
I'm just saying, ghosts are real, and there is nobody that can tell me any different.
Ghosts or spirits? What are we talking about?
I'm talking about ghosts. Because somebody went up the glass and was like, "Hey, champ," and then she reacted. I've never seen my dog scratch it. She never scratched the car window ever. Ever.
Yeah.
Talk to me, guys.
You know your dog, man. If they acting weird, if all the clues you come up with that conclusion, hey, I support
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
I support it, man.
Hey, I was say, but you know, Scooby-Doo was always like the the farm hand or something like that, or
So you trying to tell? The thing about it is, if it was a farmhand, the farmhand had to be like way in the back. It was nobody over there. Nobody. It was just us, traffic, and the ghost.
She's
in
the
the pet cemetery. We passed the Hellmouth, bro. There's no way.
Oh man.
On the way from North Carolina, it's up there somewhere in like maybe somewhere close to like maybe Petersburg or somewhere around that spot. Is a Hellmouth, bro.
I mean, so the only thing I would say is, traveling through the South, especially those little small towns, there's a lot of stories in the places, so you never know.
I'm just saying.
Come on, Chef. You in the South, you know the story.
Hey. Every time we drive through them back roads, my wife like, it just don't feel right.
Well, everybody got a story because we got it out here in Texas too. It's like, hey, look, where you traveling to? All right, make sure you don't stop here. Make sure you fill up here before you get to this part because you don't want to stop between here and here.
Oh, it's a spot. It was a bar. We was coming down the road or whatever. It's called Ape Hangers.
Oh,
I was like, it's no way in hell. If it breaks down, we walking. It's just called Ape Hangers, bro. What's the point of what does that even mean?
Ape as in APE?
APE Hangers. That whole area. I saw some girl come out of another pub or a bar, whatever the freak, right? She had on one of them horror movie dresses. Like it was like she was pregnant, but it was like flowy. But it was like Texas Chainsaw Massacre like dress. Just dig what I'm saying. Like it could be dirty, but it's not dirty. But maybe it is a little sweaty.
Right.
Yeah. From far away, it looked like maybe she had on some Toms or something like that. But it looked like she didn't have no shoes on. I was like, yo, we gotta go. We gotta get the hell out of here. This place right here. All this is stuff I'm coming from North Carolina with a giant freaking Confederate flags and all this stuff like that. Like I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. But let's get into it. I'm gonna get into it since we already in tinfoil hat.
Let's jump into it.
Ocean Gate. Ocean Gate submergible.
A lot of debates.
Man, listen. Okay, as of recent, well, first of all, I'm going to say rest in peace
for sure.
All right, to the 5 lives lost. In the Ocean Gate tragedy of billionaires trying to go see the Titanic, and on their maiden voyage, they go down. They basically all pay $250,000 a head. Shizer, $250,000 a head. Wow. To get into a soda can and go to the bottom of the ocean, and die. Bullshit.
That's basically how it went.
All right. So, did you guys follow this story from the beginning?
I did.
I did.
All right. Yeah. I saw some things about it at first, and I was like, "Oh wow, they missing," you know what I'm saying? But then as I started getting information about it being controlled by a motherfucking PlayStation controller, basically, but just the lower end of it, the knockoff.
It was a lot. I think it was like a Logitech.
Bruh, the Paintless Village controller.
Like, fun fact on that's actually not unheard of, because I think the phone with it's kind of messed up when you think about it. It's like, we know kids grew up playing video games, so let's get them controllers so they'll learn to. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. It is. I know that they do train on certain like government stuff like that. I know that's a thing. But my thing about it is, like, those things can't be together. So you have the controller, but then you have nothing else. The submarine had one button.
Yeah.
How the fuck you got one button?
It evidently though, like it's been working. That wasn't their first time going. So and that's the thing I kept telling people too, is like, yes, they signed these waivers, but people signed them before. Like, they knew what the consequences could be. However, though, they've been successful so many times in their mind, they like, okay, we got this. You know what I'm saying? So they had a sense of hope.
So they've been before.
They've been before.
Yeah. Did they go that deep before, or did they just get like close?
They couldn't have went that deep before.
Yeah, I don't think they went all the way down.
Their thing, but that's the thing too. So because I guess because I was looking at their Twitter account or whatever for the company that actually owns the vessel. So and it was saying like thank you to these people who signed up before for our successful Titanic trip for the third time or something like that. So I'm like, okay, did this happen before?
I got some questions. Yeah, I got some questions, bro.
Beetlejuice is lying.
It's something like because I really don't believe like this was their very first time going, bro.
They drilled holes in the side of it. It was drilled holes in the side for the television.
Right, but yeah, that's a fact.
It's not even steel. It's carbon.
They also said that it could have been due to a crack that was inside of it that wasn't detected. And when they said that, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so if they did go before and they didn't have any detections, then that probably why this time it may have happened. But that's just what I'm thinking about.
Well, one of the funny parts is, and I hate to say this, but this is another clear example of why I continue to stay employed in the environmental safety realm, because we always have to keep telling these people, no, you can't do that. No, you can't cut this corner. No, we can't just not do it right. Come on, right?
Yeah.
And that's what his thing.
Yeah. Apparently, it was reported because they had a whistleblower, and I think it was two of them actually. And instead of actually listening to them, they end up just like let them go. Like, oh, you want to tell on us? Get out of here. It's for
They said, dude said was like, he was like, yo, you're not gonna live through this. Yeah. Like, this is not gonna work. You're gonna die.
and also apparently a lot of companies who actually specialize in making submersibles actually hit them up and say, hey, yo, bro, now
not a good idea.
It, man. We got to reconsider a couple of things. That's we're not saying you can't, just not right now.
Yeah.
Let's point out what's wrong with this submersible, right? Mm-hmm. One, the material that they used was like random pieces of things that he put together. Like he had PVC pipes, freaking as like handles. They get like there's no hatch. They have to be freaking.
They have to be like not welded in, but they
were bolted in.
Yeah.
Then they had a freaking Logitech controller. There's one button and a screen, no window, so you can't actually see you can't actually see the Titanic. You only can see it through wherever the camera picks up.
Right.
And then you have the actual hull of the ship. There's no seats. There's a bathroom. The only bathroom they had was basically a bucket, like the little urinal. The urinal they give you at the hospital when you can't get out the bed. Yeah. And it was just like all these random. The dude was bragging on the fact. He said that the idea of how he had the ship set up was that it should be simple, that anybody could do it. No, anybody should not be able to go 12,000 feet under the water.
Yeah. No.
Here's my thing too: is like, did we forget water? Like the deep ocean is dangerous. Like, is this not are we just not thinking about this anymore? Like,
the orcas out there strapped. Like,
hey man, they probably try to take us out, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna go conspiracy theory there. I was like, oh man, the orcas got them. The game is like, hey, you know what? They gotta go.
I feel like first of all, we don't, because they said the pressure was so much.
Yeah,
the pressure was so much that at the point of because it imploded. For those that don't know, it imploded, and the pressure was so much that at the point of implosion, that the inside of the sub was the temperature of the fucking sun.
Yes.
So it was just like they was like,
yeah. They literally evaporated when
0.1 milliliter second, millisecond,
or were they even on the goddamn thing? Or
I was gonna say somebody got some tax evasion stuff. So
were they picked up and taken to, this is all heavy conspiracy. Were they picked up and taken to an underwater city? And they are there right now. They're right now negotiating on behalf. Are they there right now negotiating on behalf of humanity for the orcas and all sea life? Because right now, obviously, because like it's either the porpoises and the orcas and stuff is out here doing stuff on their own, or we got a real life fucking Aquaman who's tired of our shit.
I was gonna say, like, what we gonna say? It's a Rapture from BioShock, and it's really a real place. And Andrew Ryan learned how to control the sea life.
Yes, I'm saying we taking this way to, like, these. First of all, like, they came down there, right? They're billionaires. As far as they know, they're important people to us. You know what I'm saying? These are kings, queens, these kings. Dropping down here or whatever. They probably down there right now, like on their knees, hands and knees. You know what I'm saying? Like begging for our lives. And social media could give 2 fucks
they never
about their lives. We said rest in peace, but Twitter did not.
No, hell no.
Twitter was dancing on their grave for days.
Immediately.
Bro, they did.
But my thing is, though, if y'all heard the implosion days before, why even go and say we don't know if we could go rescue them? No one's been that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I thought
murder.
We heard we heard knocking coming from down there, but it imploded.
And then it just ended.
The number one suspect. The number one suspect on my murder list.
Who did it?
Is the son who went to the Blink 182 concert while his dad was underwater, missing. And he was in there like, all the small things, work sucks, I know.
Hey, Blink 82 got them things.
Work sucks, I know.
Money. About
his father, get paid. Yeah, okay. In all serious, right?
Yeah.
Did he do you? Do you think it could have been like, because like somebody on that damn ship, especially if this not the first time it goes down, right? This ain't the first time, because they said this shit. It within the hour, it takes 8 hours to get down. Within the first hour, it was done. Like it imploded like within the first hour. So allegedly. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? All we got is an empty can right now. We ain't even seen the debris. Have you seen the debris?
Nope.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? As far as we know, them niggas in space. The billionaires are leaving. I told you that before. The billionaires are leaving. If they start disappearing on us. That's another thing. Like, okay, so right now, the private sector is trying to be on some fucking USS Enterprise shit, and they're just trying to do things, go beyond without regulation. Just do whatever, because we got the money. I'm gonna go to space, and then he was like, "Okay, fuck it, they going to space. I can't get I can't get up to space, but I can fuck around underwater, even though almost none of us have ever been that deep.
Right.
It takes a special type of person to get that deep. Pause.
Yeah.
And this is like, pause. Damn. But I'm just saying, so like, I know the conspiracies is all over the damn place.
For sure.
I just feel like, do you think it's a possibility, before we even get to that part, do you think it's a possibility that somebody, you know, like they got him out of here because somebody on that ship had to go?
I don't know, because I guess
2%.
About 2%?
I don't know. Yeah.
Highly unlikely.
I would say, because I guess my only reason I would say it would be hard is because of the levels of people who will have to know for stuff like that to occur.
They know them niggas was going down there. They probably was on the group chat. Like,
No,
yo, go see the Titanic.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like the problem.
The son knew.
The problem with that one, the son would know, but you have to know. He got enough pull for that. Yeah, you gotta have some operations folks in. You gotta have some workers in. Like you somebody gonna snitch. Man. We all done seen that.
You could have went up to that shabby piece of shit with a fucking nail and been like, it was like bon voyage, nigga, and then go by this way.
With the back end of the hammer, boom. That's it.
Yeah. He hit it with a cognac bottle. It was like on his maiden voyage or whatever. And on his way. Okay, all right. So y'all not biting. All right.
Highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely. It's not happening. All right.
So I guess but I don't know.
I think they really signed them waivers. They really got on that can. They really tried to go, and they really died.
Okay. Respectfully. How much money? How much money? How much before this happened? Before this happened, you saw everything. You saw the controller. You saw that goddamn PVC pipe. You saw all that. You saw it only has one button. All this stuff. How much money would it have took to get you on that damn
None.
I'm good.
0.
I'm good, bro. Like, I don't have.
I would stay broke.
This is what I want to ask: is what is going on in these people's lives where they, in order to seek excitement, you have to go challenge underwater where the pressure is enough to crack almost anything.
They done everything else.
Yeah. Being rich is a curse, yo.
Yeah, they done everything else.
Being that rich is a curse.
It is, Jay. I think they have issues, bro, because it's like you have to then say, let me go climb Mount Everest. Why? Because it's just there.
It's dead people on Everest, bro. They use dead people as markers on Everest. Like they be like, oh, that's dead Earl. We gotta make a left. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just piles of dead people.
What I mean?
Crazy.
And so I think, like, man, something off up there in their head, bro. That's why a lot of people people should not have that much money because they get to the point where they either super paranoid or they it's like putting you as a fresh 22 in a room full of young women and they just ready. You ain't gonna be able to control it. You gonna be like,
you failed.
In a room full, they put a young 19-year-old man in a room full of pinkies in her prime.
And he's engaged to be married, and he has to stay faithful for a week. In there.
A week?
Failure.
They in there filming Big Booty Bonkers 3.
Volume 5.
You know what I'm saying? Oily cheeks 97. And you know what I'm saying? And he just freaking
and you gotta maintain like, come on, man. It's like
well, speaking of people with way too much money.
Way too much.
Rich boy slap fights.
Yo, that's a great title. We should coin that one.
Rich boy slap fights is fire.
We have Slugfest and Woodcrest.
We got some fresh, off the press rumors of Elon Musk versus what's your boy name?
Mark
Zuckerberg. The Zuck.
The Zuck.
So what the fuck is this? Why are they fighting?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Man, it just popped up all of a sudden. I think they were just going back and forth on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I think
rich people problems.
I think Mark was like he was gonna trade him in something. And then all of a sudden they were like, yo, shoot your addy. I can run up. And it was like, okay.
Gangster. Big gangster. Hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to Mark, man.
Who you got? Who you got?
I got Mark.
You got Mark Zuckerberg?
Mark trains for real.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Zuck don't give a fuck. He gonna beat his ass.
He trained for real. So I give me Mark. Elon too busy being rich.
Yeah. His lungs ain't. He smoked too much weed.
So I know Mark Zuckerberg trains, but do you think his trainers are really going hard on him?
Oh, you
it's
think
enough training to beat Elon. It's enough training to beat Elon. I trust it.
Mark, you whooping my ass, man. Oh man.
Like, oh man, hey, great jab today. It's all over the place.
Please stop, Mark. Please. This is too much. The fury.
You should go to UFC. You should go to UFC, Mark.
Get to the UFC and get his ass waxed.
I would pay a small ransom to see this fucking fight, bro.
Oh, I would love it. I want to see.
Mark wins.
I think in order for these people to keep, because I'm gonna do it. In order for these people to keep their money every quarter or every year, them and politicians, we got to do like a celebrity death match type thing set up. So they got death match.
They can't just fight. One of you have to die. Understand?
Got to rebalance this shit eventually. So
what do you have to disappear forever?
The Billionaire Battle League.
Chill out.
Come the fuck on. It's like American Gladiators, right? So like every fucking every quarter is some other shit. It's not always the same thing. Like it just be like the Hunger Games, but just reverse.
Exactly.
You get to keep your money, motherfucker, but you gotta earn that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you'll be having tag matches where you got what's my man Jeff Bezos and fucking Bill Gates versus Elon.
Who's the toughest billionaire?
Hey, chill out. Hey, Trump gonna have the hardcore championship belt, man.
Who's the toughest billionaire?
On the mic too.
Who's the toughest billionaire?
Toughest billionaire.
Yeah, who you think like straight up, you know what I'm saying? No training, straight out the womb, whooping ass. Who's the toughest billionaire you got?
Jay-Z.
Damn, that's he do got.
Jay-Z.
He up there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Am I gonna make this racial?
Yeah.
I mean,
I kind of. It's not fair. It's not fair. He's from the hood, though.
Hey, you asked the question, brother.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Oprah. We see how she threw that hook in what's the name of the movie? Color Purple. I think she really had head.
I still haven't seen that movie in full.
Don't feel bad. You ain't missing much.
It's just a black horror movie, but you know,
a black horror movie.
Yeah,
it is. That shit a horror movie, bro.
That's a horror movie.
That one, that's a horror movie.
Oh man,
what's love got to do with it? That's a horror movie.
Okay.
Precious, that's a horror movie.
Chill out, man. Chill out now, Precious.
Ease Bayou, black horror movie. Ease Bayou is a horror movie. That's legit a horror movie, though. And Juice. Juice is a horror movie.
Juice is, yo.
I heard that
Juice really was, bro.
They no, like somebody talked about this. They was like Juice, how it was shot and how it was written and stuff like that. The Tupac character is like a slasher film,
like a serial killer.
Yeah, like he's literally
got his first body and snap.
He just got the pistol, you know what I'm saying? But I want to see this
anything Bokeem Woodbine was in back in the 90s.
Hell yeah.
He always played the crazy person.
even a Big Hit, that was a horror movie too. It was a horror movie for anybody who feared masturbating. No. I tried to make it where I could make it where I tried to say anybody who feared masturbation or whatever, he was going crazy at that joint, man. He had to,
hey man.
Do you seen the Big Hit?
Never seen it.
Bro.
Never seen that one.
I never seen that. Yo, okay, look. It was Hitman, right? This is a small thing. It was Hitman and blah, 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 whatever. He was one of them too, like Mark Wahlberg, all this stuff. Right. But he had quit women. So like he had basically said, I'm done with women, right? So he
he quit women. Okay,
yeah. So he's like, so he can keep focus and stuff on his job. So he just went straight. He was like he had his whole he had a slogan was like straight jacking. right? And he had, he like it was crazy. It was like this B plot, this C. That matter of fact, it was a C plot to the movie about like this whole video store or whatever like that. He was like a number. He was so like he was getting so many like XXX movies from there. They had like a cardboard cutout of him in that joint like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas got to see Big Hit. It's funny as shit, but it's crazy.
The straight jacket is crazy.
He had a little joint that was like strengthening his hand. Like the joint.
Yo,
was, like,
is that bad, bro? Like
he was like when he wasn't working, that nigga was doing like this. He was just like
this nigga is like jet drip on this nigga. Like, come on, like, yo, chill.
He is wilding.
It's funny, but anyways. All right, anyways.
Straight jacket is crazy.
Jacket. Manosphere dudes get the no fat.
Well, speaking of straight jacking,
pause.
Somebody was trying to steal the greatest husband of all time's wife.
Hey, first of all, I'm glad we're speaking on this. Shout out to my boy Eazy, the Black Captain. He the one who did this. hey, Eazy. I don't think I follow battle rap hard, so I understand. I've been following this since it's been going on.
Yes,
Remy Ma and Eazy, the Black Captain. She manages him, right?
Okay.
So they have business together. So
what type of business? Carnal business, huh? Personal business. Huh?
No, but look, they've been on Fox together, like the
been
TV
on
channels
together too, apparently.
All that allegedly. But listen. So they had an actual battle rap event, and other battle rappers actually came on Twitter and
Chrome
said,
23, right?
Chrome 23 had it. That's the name of her her battle rap league. So they had a I forgot the name of the event that they had. Anyway, some battle rappers actually came out on Twitter, and some people that was there and said that Papoose and Eazy the Black Captain got in a fight backstage. And again, this is allegedly. Remy Ma came out and tweeted, "Can y'all stop with the Papoose and Eazy the Black Captain lies, spreading those rumors?" But it seems like no one cares that she said that. It's still making their own.
But hold on. Didn't Eazy the Block Captain just come out and say,
clear up these rumors or I will.
Well, I'm gonna clear it.
Right.
So what is there to clear?
The thing is,
all you gotta say is, yo, Papoose didn't knock me out.
He said that though. He said that.
Okay.
He said that. So the only thing is though, even though he said that, even though Remy Ma said that,
what did Papoose say?
What Papoose? I'm gonna say what he said.
He said nothing. He's still not saying. So that's why he's saying that, because the fire is still going. People still running with their narratives. So
that's
they're like,
her husband, right?
Yeah, allegedly.
That's her husband. That's her husband. Papoose. First of all,
debatable.
First of all, you guys need to stop laughing. All right, because first of all, Papoose is not. He is to never be cheated on.
Man.
Papoose is the ultra husband. There is no man on this earth who can ever say that if their girl go to prison for 7 years
and he gonna stay
faithful as Papoose has. There has been no rumors. There hasn't even been a slip up,
NDAs.
a slight slip up. There hasn't even been.
If it's different area codes, don't count.
Papoose ain't got it did not have the money nor the clout to be demanding NDAs at that time. Not when Remy was locked up. Papoose was alphabetical. It was alphabetical slaughtering niggas, but that was it.
Yeah,
he was not. He had no recognition for that. And by now, especially when she was beefing with Nicki, that would have came out.
Hey, but listen though, he was getting cheeks though. They had those visits. They was married. He was good.
Getting cheeks from his. He was being a loyal man.
Okay.
Yeah, he was getting he was getting something from his wife. He ain't had to cheat. He was good.
It's expected.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm about to put my red. Take a red pill.
Here we
it's
go.
expected for a woman to not cheat on her man. If he could take 7 years, she could, no problem, nothing. A man going 7 years is exceptional.
Yes, 100%.
7 years, and she can't even. She don't even. She might not. It's very easy for her not to know in 7 years, but she can hold it down for 7 years. No problem, nothing. The fact that Papoose. The fact that Papoose, all right, made that sacrifice, held you down for 7 years. He never took his hat off. He never even
in the barber chair.
He never in the barber chair. All right,
work around it.
Gangster.
He wrapped his ass off for 7 years with his hat on.
Fact.
Sacrificed his hairline and everything. And you cheat on him?
Allegedly.
In 2023?
Allegedly.
Because they said they was just having a conversation. That's all.
Hey.
He was having a conversation, right?
I don't think, hey, for the record.
What lips was he talking? What lips was he talking to?
For the record, for the entertainment crowd, for the battle rap crowd, for all the crowds out there, I do not believe that it actually happened.
Okay.
Now do I believe something happened? Something happened, but I don't think that happened. You know how it comes to one of those things where you tell one person, by the time they get to the 100th person, is a total different story. Yeah, I think it's like one of those.
Oh, so a weird game of telephone is what you said.
I mean, my whole thing about it can easily be cleared up by one person. Only one person can do this, can clear this up, and he has not put a camera on himself with Remy to say we good, and he has not put a camera on himself with Eazy to say we good. He hit that. He hit Eazy for a reason. Has Eazy showed his face?
Eazy has not shown his face. He has not went live. He has not went live.
Now, if you get knocked out, it's a good chance that a part of your face is bigger than the other part.
Potential.
Possibly.
It's easy to block Captain. An ugly man. Pause. It's no, fast forward. It's easy to block man, an ugly man.
Easy to block man. Hey, yo, easy to block Captain. Put some respect on my nigga name. Tell him Easy.
He didn't block Papoose, okay? So the Easy, the flat man. Did he block that hit? Because he can block the he can captain the block, but he can't block the captain. All right, is Easy the flat man.
He slipped that one, man. You know, that's all. You know.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, yo, I'm just saying. It's the only person that can really clear this whole thing up is Papoose, and Papoose is quiet. His wife's league is like dependent on like the professionalism is something that will basically help her league become bigger.
Right.
All this BS it does nothing but hurt her league.
No, it don't.
No,
it's make it better.
More eyes on it.
More folks gonna go because they don't think, oh man, they might scrap.
Look, and man, it's still gonna be more eyes on her event because her next event she throws in August. People gonna think, okay, Remy always hosts all her events. Is she gonna say something? Is Pap gonna be there like he is at every event? Is Eazy gonna battle on the next card? You know what I'm saying? What he gonna say in his rap? He got a battle, so it's like what he gonna say, all type of stuff. They're gonna be super. Eazy could go live right now, and his live gonna go crazy. Super
he can't go live yet until his eye go down.
It's been 5 to 10 days.
He gotta put it that steak. He gotta flip the side. You gotta turn the steak over
It's been too long, man. He should not still be swelling if it happened, man. He should not still be swelling, man.
You saw Papoose' hand? You don't remember that the Busta Rhymes video when he had the Bronx, the middle finger, he had Queens.
Yeah.
He had the entire New York City in his hand when he hit this motherfucker.
This for the state of New York. and then he gonna talk to him in his Philly language. Shut up, boy.
He hit that motherfucker with the entire New York. He hit it with the 5 boroughs. Side note: if he was in this right here should be the how we start off the Def Jam Vendetta. You know what I'm saying? The new joint.
Just the opening credit.
Straight up.
Right.
And his movie and Papoose' movie gonna be the 5 boroughs of death.
Hey, honestly though, like at the drop of a dime, if Pat wanted to set the internet on fire, he could just drop a freestyle right now. If Remy could set everything on fire right now, if she just drop a picture with just her and Pat, but at the same time, they might be together. Like, yo, we ain't gonna give it no flame. We just gonna let it. You just gonna let them think what they think.
Just let one of your goddamn battle rappers that you was managing just flail out there like that. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
I'm your manager.
We're gonna manage this L easy. We're gonna manage it.
I'm gonna make it always come up, bro. You know how it is. Knocked out
his battle rap career is over.
Yo, the next battle they talking about it. Facts. There's an angle.
Definitely.
Everybody eating him alive.
Yeah, it's a bar.
They're eating him alive.
Easy bar.
This is a joke for him for the rest of his life. You think you really still think that he didn't get laid flat?
I don't think he got laid flat. I don't think he got
to the side a little bit.
I don't think that happened.
Hey, Easy, man, do not hurt me, bro. It's the Eddies. I'm on the Eddies right now, so like I'm a little goofy. I don't want no problem. I'm old, man. Look at my hand. I can't do anything with
it. Hey, Dojo, you ever seen the new Fresh Prince?
No, but I heard he was in it.
He was in it, yeah.
Yeah.
He was in it.
Okay.
He won't be in the next one.
He died. He died allegedly in the first one. So
and he died backstage at Firm 23. he resurrected. My dog was looking at him when we was driving back from North Carolina.
He got his so bad.
He saw Eazy Ghost in there.
Eazy Ghost was trying to tell him that Papoose did it. It was Papoose.
He was practicing his battle raps from the afterlife.
All right,
chill out. It's all jokes, man. It's all jokes.
All jokes. Papoose, clear it up, man. But
man. I agree. I agree. If it was my wife, I would. That's just me.
Facts.
Got you, man.
All right, but speaking of rappers and somebody possibly being laid out backstage, Pusha T versus Jim Jones. It's heating up in these streets.
Virginia Pusha T,
straight
man.
Up, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Pusha T, man.
5'7".
You know it, man.
I mean, but anyways, I'm biased. Obviously, I'm biased.
Facts, me too.
You know what I'm saying? I was saying, Q. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming you in the middle, so you could be the voice of reason here.
Well, I mean, with Jim Jones, I remember when Jim Jones really couldn't rap initially with Dipset, so he's gotten way better.
So much better.
Yeah. Oh man, it was horrible.
So much better.
Anyways, we're going to continue.
All right,
Jones balling. I mean, the building Dipset Bird Gang. Couple snap.
Oh, you was good on them ad libs. That was it.
Capo
balling.
Yeah. All right. So, recently Jim Jones came out and they had, I guess they was having something on Apple Music when they was doing like a listing for like the top 50 rappers of all time or something like that, right?
Bullshit list.
It's always a bullshit list. Like they never. First of all, like before these lists even come out, they should let everybody know what the criteria is of that list because it changes. You know what I'm saying? It differs. It differs about who actually blah 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 blah. So, anyways, Jim Jones, when Pusha T's name was mentioned, Jim Jones scoffed and was like, he should be nowhere near this top 50 list. He started giving up these BS reasons, talking about because nobody wanted to dress like Pusha T. Like, who gives a fuck, right? So, but
rappers, not fashion designers.
Yes, but that's Jim Jones' claim to fame. Like, one of his reasons was like Dipset as a movement. In that was like the fashion and the gang, that whole flavor. I admit that was definitely like the Dipset had a movement and had people dressing like them. The idea of people wearing
niggas want to dress like Cameron and Jewels, not Jim Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fact.
But the skull, the chains, all that stuff, that was him. Even though Jewels was wearing that stuff, they got that from Jimmy. And none of them ever dispute that.
Cam didn't have niggas out here wearing pink, so that's cool.
Yeah, no, and Cam had people wearing pink, but the idea of them wearing like the skinny jeans and like them jumps, but I seen a dude. This is a dude that I was working with that had, when I was staying out Virginia or whatever, right back when Dipset was like doing their thing. He had the jeans purposely, like he cut the jeans down like at the leg so that you can't pull them up. They was literally sagging. He had a chain. He tried to be Jim. He was dressing like Jim Jones. He had a chain like in the pocket and everything, right?
Yeah.
He had the pants sagging. And he was from Louisiana, which was freaking weird. And he had the pants sagging and everything. He had a stud, like the rock star hip hop stuff. That was Jim.
Yeah.
Now Jim wasn't known for rapping that day. So the people that you saw the most was Jewels and Cam. Cam didn't dress like that. Cam wore his pink stuff. He stayed on his own lane. But it was Jewels and Jimmy who was dressing that rock star, whatever. But I mean, that's either here nor there.
Yeah.
My whole thing about it was he dissed Pusha T, and when he did that, when he discounted Pusha T's pen, everybody who knows Pusha knows that a diss was coming.
Facts.
He don't do all that. He just, okay, you said something, I'm going to write rhymes about it. But then, and somebody, I think was it on Joe Budden podcast. Yeah, on the Joe Budden podcast, they pointed this out. He dropped that diss at the Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying, John, when he was on the red, not the red carpet, but like on the walk joint or whatever for models, and it was Pharrell's show. He dropped it there because Jimmy is all into fashion,
right?
And you would never be on this stage. You talking your fashion, you talking is streetwear.
Yeah,
I'm high fashion.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna dish you in high fashion. Have your not boss, but you know what I'm saying, like he's under Rock Nation. He had Jay-Z and Beyonce nodding to his this your man. React. What y'all got to say, man? You know what
Jimmy saw what happened with Pusha T and Drake, man.
Drake.
Pusha T, he like that, man. Come on, man.
Drake put that battery in his back, though. Drake,
you think so?
Yes, because you saying it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
With the Cameron and Mace sports show.
Yeah.
They got OVO jackets. You just get an OVO jacket from Drake.
Yeah, but I don't think he hit up Jim Jones like, yo, you gotta say this, say this, Jimmy.
I don't think it was a situation of Drake saying, "Hey, go get him." I think it's a situation of that's the ops. So I'm never going to uplift him. I have to down him because Drake don't like him. I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? There's no real reason for him to talk like that about Push.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, out of everybody on the list, why you choose him? You could have chosen
anybody. That hard? Why you go that hard?
That's what I was going to say. Is like
there was a lot of questionable slots up there. Yeah.
Well, that's always the case when you see these lists. But but then again, let's also keep it real, man. Jim is kind of punching above his weight class in this case. Like I think he tried to drop something back, and it was like, okay. You know,
he punching above his weight, his height, his reach. He's punching
different league, bro.
He's trying like he like freaking what junior featherweight swinging on Mike Tyson at this point in comparisons.
Yeah,
that's wild. And like he dropped his disc. Yo, in one of the bars, I'm thinking it was tough. He was like, Push was like, you run from the spirit of repossession. And he got his house repossessed. That's a cold bar, bro. And Jimmy already dropped like they showed a snippet of his response.
Yeah, I heard it.
I don't think it's gonna do it. I don't think
it's levels, man. It's levels, man.
I don't think it's that. He took like, to be honest with you, like he gave Drake a mean gut shot with that diss. It wasn't a kill shot. It was a gut shot, and he was waiting for Drake to rise back up so he can follow up. But Drake didn't. He bowed out and went home.
Yeah,
his ball went home.
Yeah,
and then he got quit. Jim out here, and Jim just out here by himself. I don't see him bringing nobody. But he dissed Malice too.
Yeah,
he dissed Malice and Pusha T, and both of them together are way better. I mean,
but,
do you think the lyrics even matter in this situation, or is it like a situation of popularity and funny?
Well, the question is, should it matter? Yes.
Yeah.
Will it?
But does it?
It depends on who we're talking to.
Yeah.
Because like he could bar him to death, but if Jimmy comes out and be funny in this diss that he's about to drop, can he win this battle?
I still say, well, to the averages possibly, but I still say no, because like you said, it's those subtle lines and bars that is funny but hit at the same time. The whole repossession bar, know what I'm saying? Like that's funny to most people. Oh, you rich, you getting your shit repossessed, but it's still
most cats don't even catch that.
Yeah,
and I was going to say that
they think he's just rapping and talking. They not like the people who listen to rap. Like rap has transitioned from bars to just vibe and feeling. It's all about just like the vibe and the feeling of it versus somebody who can actually rap. Now, people who listen to battle rap, who listen to lyrics, they're going to be into that. But anybody else, they just like, okay, if Jimmy just said some funny stuff, like some little fart jokes or whatever, he could come out of this as the winner, the victor in this situation.
And honestly though, and then even with the song though, it's like Pusha T joint. It wasn't even a whole song. It's like probably like a 2-liner, 2-3-liner. So it's like, he gave you a couple bars. You're gonna come out with a whole diss track. It better be fire. And even when it's fire, I still don't think it'll be able to. Nah, that's just me. You got people from old dips at J.R. Ryder trying to jump in it. Don't make me, man. Sit down, man.
That goes somewhere, man. What's the last J.R. Ryder track you was listening to? Man,
Stop it, man. Like I like J.R. Ryder, but still, like as far as rapping wise, but at the same time, you did like Pusha T is different, man.
J.R. Ryder was in that same cemetery that Eazy the block captain. The same cemetery that Eazy can't block captain.
You let that man make it, huh?
Get off my man's Eazy, man. Pause.
Eazy the can't block captain. And I'm not even a battle rapper, bro. They're going to demolish this nigga if he don't get this cleared. I'm telling you, this like he gotta go find Pat Poose, bro. I'm sorry.
Put him on camera like, say it, nigga. Say it. Say I ain't do it.
Say I ain't do it. Say it right now. Rapping is over. He is done in these streets, bro. Anyway, he got to sue. He gonna have to sue Remy. But, he gonna have to sue her, bro. It's done, man.
You've been served.
And speaking of things that should be dead and over, actually, you know what? Let's take that right here. Boom. Anime to live action. Will it work? And when I say things that should be dead, maybe anime and Netflix live action.
Okay.
Do you think this One Piece show is going to be something?
To piggyback off what you just said, what examples will have you say that you think it should be dead on Netflix?
On Netflix. Full Metal Alchemist, both parts. They did what was the name of that? Cowboy Bebop, which was okay. but it wasn't like the anime. Like,
so
it didn't have that feeling.
Have they done any as big as what they doing now?
One Piece might be their biggest. One Piece might be their biggest venture.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they put some money behind this.
Yeah, I think so
who's
too.
going to do Avatar?
Netflix is doing it too, but I mean, okay, I consider it the anime, but you know what I'm saying, most of the Western world don't consider Avatar the last anime.
Avatar's anime, man. Stop it. It's just
anime.
It is. It's anime.
We have, and that one might do some good from what I'm seeing. The people who's like in there, but it's not proven yet. But they haven't. Like Death Note was horrible, bro.
Yeah,
Death Note was freaking horrible. I'm so mad at Death Note, yo. Like trying to Americanize it was just like how you have Light Wilson or something like that. I don't know, Light Johannesburg, whatever his name was. Like what the freaking? How was that supposed to be the protagonist of the show? Like it was just weird. You got a Shinigami, but they're not in Japan. We don't believe in Shinigamis over here.
I mean, it's like Justin Chadwick is Goku. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to bring that old hurt, but
it
hurts, bro. Like anime has right now has the same track record as video games to film. I would say the only anime that is good, as partially good as a film, would be was it Alita? Battle Angel?
Alita, yeah, but I think a lot of people didn't even see that anime. Alita the Battle Angel was good to me, but I never seen the anime.
Yeah, but when you look at the full track record, you have Ghost of the Shell, the film didn't do well. You had Dragon Ball Z Evolution.
That was a murder on screen.
That's probably the worst.
It was rough. Then you had we already talked about Avatar, but then it was called just The Last Airbender, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, James Cameron ruined that.
Yeah. Like the list just goes on, and then of course, like I said, Full Metal Alchemist with the bad wigs, but
the Tyler Perry wigs.
I'm about to say I think they went to TV for those. I don't know what it is though. I don't know if it's just that it's hard to translate it from anime form because anime writes good stories, but it's also weird. And they think if you localize it, people aren't going to embrace the weirdness of it. So
I think it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad, and it's about to drop soon, but it doesn't look bad, and I'm anticipating it. I want to see it. I want it to be good, but I mean, some of the CGI could be better, but I mean, it's streaming. It's not. I don't expect. A lot of people expect too much because a lot of people have like 4K TVs and stuff like that. That's your fault. Nobody told you to get a movie, a TV that can see the pores on somebody's face. It's going to be hard to translate to realness like that. Like there's too much. My TV regular, so all that CGI look good as heck to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like the refresh rate on my chain is doing great. But I'm just like, so I think long as Luffy is, I whoop niggas ass for my friends. Zoro gets lost, and you know what I'm saying, it's like a ill swordsman. They already kind of dropped the ball on Nami because she got like really small breasts, so it's not even like, huge.
Okay.
Hold on, it's the red pill, yo. I took the red pill earlier. It's the red pill. It's not me. I'm not really like that on the regular, but like it's the red pill. But so like the women aren't overly sexualized, so they're gonna do some fan service on that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your boy? Long as everybody kind of holds true, would you mind if the CG is not that good?
I'm good. I mean, if the story still remains as good. Now, I do wonder, are they gonna scale back Sanji's character? Because my man is a terror out here.
Because like Chef, like have you ever seen One Piece?
I have not.
Okay. Are you familiar with the trope in anime? Like you ever see like the nosebleed in anime?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that means?
About to turn up.
Nah. All right. I mean, technically, I guess. But when your nose bleed in anime, that is like basically you hard. Your blood is rushing
too much blood,
so
yeah,
much
too much blood
that you shoot blood out of your nose. Sanji nose was bleeding so bad he almost died because he was on an island full of women and he couldn't take it.
Hey, he can't deal with it, man.
He shot no. I'm sorry, it wasn't the island for the women. It was a giant joint. She was so bad and she was a giant. He couldn't take. He was just like he shot so much that he shot up in the air and like they had to get a blood transfusion. He was so horny that he went outside of the gag. He went outside of the gag and was dying in real life. So that's how horny he would have to be on the show.
Yes.
So I was like, I don't know.
They definitely scaling that back.
Work.
Yeah,
that's perverted. Like he gotta like there's a lot to that. So
like my man got a problem. That's what he.
Yeah, he's straight jacking. You know what I mean? Call back. You know?
Straight jacking is still crazy.
Oh, man.
Anyway, let's keep it going with entertainment. Because I mean, hopefully, anime takes it up a notch because The Last of Us was a great video game movie. So hopefully, if they realize to stick to the source material and have some pretty good CGI, then that's all we ever ask. So hopefully, they do the same thing for anime. But keeping it entertainment. All right, The Flash. Even though I don't consider it a bombs. Because the fans were boycotting it, and also by them boycotting the movie, those same fans that want the Snyderverse back, right, lose Batman Beyond. They were going for Batman Beyond if the Flash was successful with Michael Keaton playing Old Man Batman.
They still should do it, man. Come on, man.
They hated so much, they lost it.
WB, stop playing, man.
Hey, I never understood though why were they boycotting it because they wanted the Snyderverse.
It's a lot of fans, right? It's been trending on. It's been trending on Twitter for like almost a week. Fire James Gunn because they don't want him to take over WB. Take over. He want him to take over. They want the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, outside of that last, the black and white Justice League.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that one. That Snyder one yet.
The rest of them they're not that good.
No, and honestly, to be fair, the Snyderverse cut wasn't great either. It just
that's why I'm about to ask, like, how big of a difference was the two?
It was
I saw the first one.
It was a more of a solid movie. Like a lot of the stuff they got taken out. When they did the cut, when what's your guy name that did Buffy the Vampire?
I know. I forgot his name.
He was Joss Whedon. When Joss Whedon came in, he took a lot off. He cut a lot of the movie out and added a lot of goofy stuff to it that didn't mesh well because they were two different tones of movie. But when you get the actual Justice League that Zack Snyder made, it's a more complete movie because you get the movie was low key like a cyborg movie.
Yeah,
there was a lot of cyborg in that. When Joss Whedon did it, you barely saw him in it, and he was like the heart of the movie. So to me, it was a better movie. It wasn't the greatest. I wouldn't put this up against like Endgame or nothing like that. But it was a better movie. So people want that. They want those characters, but those characters aren't necessarily true to their characters in the comics.
Facts. Majority of it isn't.
Yeah, it's like Superman. Only reason Superman can work is if he's not a killer. Like he kills, but he can't be a killer.
Well, they tried too much to make Superman Batman, and then Batman into somebody else. I don't know what they were going with.
They was wilding, and Zach. You can tell Zach doesn't care about the comics. No, he wanted to make his own movie.
He's like a super edgelord, man. So he like all his characters are angsty and all this stuff. Like everybody's brooding. Like it was like the early 2000s of comics where every character had to sit at the top of a building while it's raining, looking down.
He think everything's Watchmen.
I'm gonna deal with this. This is some goofy stuff.
He want everything to be the Watchmen. That's all. He want everything to be like uber violent and like it's like overly sexualized and uber violent. That's pretty much like his whole thing. And it's cool. Give him something else. He should give him Kick-Ass.
Yeah, they definitely do. Yeah,
I think that would be dope. You can't see him doing like a Hit Girl.
That'd be fire.
Give Zack Snyder like it's so many violent. Give him Spawn. Give him stuff like that. Oh, he might.
yeah. I was about to say I had to think about it. Not Spawn. No.
Like okay.
Because Spawn's violence actually has meaning to it, kind of like RoboCop, and I think he'll miss that. He thinks it's violence for violence sake. So
that's true. So I always thought this thing about Zack Snyder, like maybe he should be like the fight choreographer, director, whatever that's called. Like he should do like the action part of the movie, and let somebody or don't write it. He shouldn't write it at all, but just have somebody else write the story. And when it comes to the action, let him direct those parts because he's good with action. You know what I'm saying? But everything else, like the heart behind the story gets lost.
Yeah, like co-write it. Yeah.
Something like that. So like, but anyways, like the Flash
producer role there.
I don't know. Maybe he should stop making movies, right? maybe that's the thing.
No hope, huh?
Yeah. All right. Now, then also, this is from the group chat. You telling me first time I heard about it, you were saying that Matt Fleck, well, you gotta say Matt Fleck because he's, you know what I'm saying, he's not Batman in this situation. He's come back as Matt Murdock, possibly. Matt Fleck is going to be in Deadpool 3.
So right now, this is where everybody doing the whole multiverse thing. So I don't know if they looked at the Flash and was like, oh, since they brought Batman 89 in here, shoot, let's go back for ourselves. So there's allegedly he's going to come back as Matt Murdock. Wow.
We were just talking about Deadpool, Daredevil last joint with the leather outfit. So we ready for that? We want that?
I don't know.
He's big, yo. He's big and he's old.
Yeah, could it work?
He was a big freaking Daredevil. He's like almost 7 feet. He's like 6'4" or something like that. It's a big freaking Daredevil, bro.
Yeah.
I think it'll work. I think they'll make it work. I think they make it work.
I mean, he's a good actor, but I mean, in a way, but he's a good actor, and
I also think he'll slim up for this role.
I don't think he will, bro. I don't think he can.
You could do it like he's just an older Matt who, just put on a little bit more muscle.
Yeah.
What if he's just a freaking cameo?
That'd be kind of terrible. Like just
it would be.
Put in a poster like, oh look. And they keep
I can see it because like Deadpool 3, like Lord knows what this movie is going to be about. Because we got Wolverine and Deadpool. That's pretty much what we're going to be getting. Wolverine and Deadpool, maybe a little bit of Cable.
That's my guy.
Are they bringing Cable back?
I would hope they don't just leave that out there because he's stuck in our time.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. They got to do something with him.
So it would be weird to just be like, okay, he's stuck in our time, but we don't see him.
Right.
They bring it back Negasonic Teenage Warrior, I think it's right. Teenage Negasonic.
Yeah, she be like just Negasonic Warhead. She's like,
that's a lot.
30 now.
Yeah. 30-year-old Negasonic Warhead. I think they can bring it back the original crew. Obviously, more budget now because Marvel's actually in this and putting money towards it. So they're gonna give them all that stuff. Whatever you want, just do it. It's gonna be rated R. It's going to be funny, and Ben Affleck he does well with funny when he's not directing, and I can see him being just a freaking small part in this movie. And I mean, they're not bringing him back as freaking Daredevil, bro. Like, so
no.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
It might end up being something similar to when they did the Doctor Strange movie. and they had people thinking you're going to see a lot of like Reed Richards and all those characters.
Yeah,
and like,
he gets smoked the first. He gets smoked.
They better not screw this up.
They might break him back, and you know Deadpool, it might be, you know what I'm saying, rated R, but also gonna have some comedy in it. So it would be funny if he did show up and end up getting killed
immediately.
Immediately.
Like what's your boy name? What was him? Deadpool 2? Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt was in it for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I do remember that cameo.
Yeah, so like knowing how they work, I don't know if they'll do that same joke again, but like it might not even really be in the movie like that. All right. Well, anyways, speaking of things possibly not being in there, Secret Invasion dropped.
Love the first
episode. Before we even get into the episode, they had an AI scandal about the intro.
Yeah,
they said the intro was done with AI.
With AI, yep.
Yeah,
I heard that today.
So there's already people were like, okay, y'all out here replacing the writers, not writers, but like the
drawers,
you artists. So you basically they use AI to create that intro. The freak, like it's already happening while the writers are on strike. You think they gonna be happy to see that?
Yep, they said all they did was read it, like give it a little script, and it came out with it.
Hey, merge Scrolls with Samuel L. Jackson. That's what happened. So like, this is what they're worried about, and Hollywood is like, and I'm going.
Yeah,
we going. So like, this is pretty much it, right?
I ain't gonna lie, it did look good.
I didn't even notice it. I didn't even
Me
notice
either until I actually, because again, shout out to New Rock Stars on y'all follow them, subscribe, all that on YouTube. But they do breakdowns after certain Marvel shows and things like that. So I was watching them, and he was talking about it, and I was like, that's crazy, like for that to happen, especially when you always use real artists, so it's crazy.
Yeah, like that's somebody. They said that Marvel comes out, or Disney, whoever comes out and says that they drop a statement. It was like that no artist was replaced. It was like a tool that they used or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they ain't replaced nobody. Yeah, they just used the tool.
Chef, can I get that real quick?
Oh, I got you.
Bullshit. Thank you. All right. There's no way.
Shout out to Eazy the Black Captain.
Somebody absolutely did not get paid for that. Somebody was supposed to sit down and draw this, and they didn't get that.
Pocket money.
Somebody was supposed to be on the computer doing some. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
They just basically it's solely become. They were like, yo, I don't care. Y'all can strike all y'all want. This AI moving fast. We messing around. Got a whole. We got a whole 24 part 2.
They doing AI scripts now. It's AI scripts.
Yeah, so, they cranking them out.
The problem with it is going to be, I think he said it, but we're kind of slow as a society, so we might not even pick up. But you can pick up with something that doesn't feel natural, because AI will only be just as enough as what you give it. So if you like, hey, create a conversation between us three, and it doesn't really understand our personalities, it's just like, all right, cool, whatever. It's going to sound, you'll be able to tell the difference versus an organic conversation. So I think it'll show hurt with this and the intro. It looked good. Yeah, absolutely. And if we could use it to kind of help speed the process, cool.
Cool, right.
But we ran into this issue. I don't know if y'all remember back in, was it towards the end of last year, I think, with the whole AI art stuff. With the app and everything, and how that caused a big debate. I get it. I understand. If you're an artist,
it's thievery.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm not stealing your full thing, but I like the way you drew eyes. So I'm going to take those eyes. And then I'm going to add them to old boy nose. I like the way he draw noses, right? So I'm not taking your full thing. So technically, I'm not stealing, but I'm stealing. I'm just stealing from more of you than one of you.
Yeah. And I think the way it works is you have to have like X amount of percentage copied from somebody for actually to count as a copyright. It's crazy.
And it's gonna be hell. You're gonna have hell trying to get them to change those laws or change that. You're gonna have hell. because
it
the
goes
people
down here from
behind
here.
that got too much money, and they're gonna be lobbying like crazy. The creatives are pushed out, bro. It's over.
They ain't got enough motion.
They also talk about that with even actors themselves, because I don't know if you know that I think Bruce Willis and James Earl Jones have already like signed over rights to like their voices.
Y'all saw Black Mirror?
So
yes, I mean I haven't seen the new season yet.
Yeah, and so literally their voices and likeness could just be used. So if you could just create a digital version of them,
I wonder how much they got paid for that,
bro.
Why would they do? You said James Earl Jones and who?
Well, James Earl Jones he punched his ticket. He on his way out of here.
Yeah, Bruce Willis can't really act anymore because of his illness. So,
Bruce Willis situation I understand, and probably James Earl Jones because he's getting older. That's probably why.
He's on his way out, so it's like just for my family or whatever.
Yeah.
But okay, hold up. Did either one of y'all see Black Mirror?
I saw the first season only.
All right, boom. This season right here is literally an episode that kind of parrots this. Like, I don't spoilers. I don't want. Y'all mind? Y'all don't be caring.
No. I want to watch it anyway.
It's this joint called Joan is Awful, right? And they parody Netflix. It's called Streamberry or something that's like that, right? It's a show called Joan is Awful about a woman named Joan who's sitting there watching. I'm about to look at it and watch this tonight. And she's sitting there watching the show, right? But they sitting about to watch Streamberry. The show was about her, but it's about her as she's actually doing the shit, right? So exactly, and it's freaking AI that's like copying her stuff, right? So like it's happening so fast that it's digital. But what's crazy is one of the actors who's playing her is Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek's playing her, but Salma Hayek signed off her image, you know what I'm saying, for basically so they can use her, like she signed the rights away like that for money or whatever. So they can put her stuff in like movies and TV shows or whatever. And they put her in that show. So Salma Hayek's playing her. So she's watching the show and Salma Hayek's playing her. And but it's like everything she's doing in life is kind of like she fires somebody in the show. Like she's a boss, right? So she fires somebody. But how she's fired them was like she had a little bit of care about it. She was trying to do it the best way she can. But in the show, it made her like an asshole.
Yeah.
So, but everybody believes it's her because it's literally about her freaking life. Like her hairstyle and everything's the same. But it's all digital. And it's happening so fast that it's like right after she did it, it's on TV.
That's crazy.
And it's like it's crazy.
And it's altered that fast too. Like you might have, like you said, that's crazy.
But look, and then Salma Hayek gets mad because the girl does something really crazy to try to get Salma Hayek to be like pull the plug. But then she goes and try to pull the plug, and come to find out they have a show about like it's like basically like they saying like it's it's so much. It's literally like it's like the person is Joan is being played by Salma Hayek, and then Salma Hayek's
being played by
somebody else who's playing Joan.
That's crazy.
So like you ever seen like the Joan when you look in like two mirrors and you keep seeing all these? It's literally like that. It just keeps going, and like it's a really good episode. The matter of fact, this whole season, like the last season wasn't that great of like
I agree.
But this one, this one's good. This one's really good, bro. Like it's really good. But that was like, but that's showing you like literally that can happen. They start selling the images away, and if the CGI gets to the point where we can't tell what's real and what's fake, it's over.
It's over. Secret Invasion for real.
Secret Invasion for real. And speaking of Secret Invasion, Secret Invasion, has dropped on Disney Plus.
Disney.
And Secret Invasion, I didn't read the storyline. I know about it, but I didn't get to read it. But it's basically like, the Skrulls are on Earth, and don't nobody, like from superheroes to normal people, nobody knows who's real and who's fake. How'd you guys like the first episode?
Loved it. Amazing. I love every part of it, honestly.
Yeah, finish it. But I'm all for it.
Oh, you missed it?
Now I watched the first part of it, but
okay.
I've never been running. But we can go ahead and talk about it though.
I mean, I don't think you got to get too super spoilery with
it.
Yeah. And it wasn't. Some things happened, but it wasn't a lot. It's like things happen, like it set up things, but it didn't really like go crazy.
Yeah. Someone dies, but that's it.
Yeah, like
someone important dies. I'll tell you that. That's it. I ain't gonna tell you no more. Someone's dead. Someone didn't block the captain.
Yeah. Somebody got easy to block captain on secrets. They're the afterlife. They were there in Winkle Mundo.
Messing with Dojo Dog.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
But Samuel Jackson is definitely getting up in age.
Oh yeah.
He's up there. He's like 70 some years old. But his character Nick Fury, basically, I didn't know that he did that, but he basically pretty much just said F Earth and has been up on Saber.
Yeah, he's been up there for a minute.
Yeah, but like I didn't know he was just like, yo, F Earth. They pretty much was like he was just like, I'm done with Earth. And he had him up
like he's actually was up there as well. He was building the force off. What is it called?
It's Saber. It's Saber, but in the comics it's Sword. But in the MCU they call it Saber.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it was supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying, the attack portion of Shield, opposed to them just being protected Earth. We gonna be out here riding on folks out in space. So that's what Saber's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And the Skrulls have been on Earth ever since the events in Captain Marvel. And they were supposed to be trying to find them a new planet, but apparently they haven't. And the Skrulls are upset because they want to go home or go to a home
where they can be themselves.
So now they're basically saying, you know what? Matter of fact, this our home, and we want Earth.
All right,
and
trying to get it. Okay,
they're going. We want Earth, and then basically they come to find out that the Skrulls are doing like on some dirty stuff or whatever, and they have been kidnapping people, and taking their minds and taking over their body. Basically, Skrulls can turn into anybody. So basically, they're taking over, and only person that really can do anything is Nick Fury because they can't trust anybody. Yeah. And that's pretty much how the first episode kind of starts off. Of just like the CGI is dope. I like Nick Fury as a character. I like Samuel Jackson as an actor. I feel like this season of the show, I think it's like 6 episodes, maybe.
Yeah,
I think this is going to be setting up for
Secret Wars.
Right. Secret Wars, or maybe Fantastic Four too. So,
well, it's got to be some.
Because Super Skrull was one of their villains too.
So you think we might get Super Skrull in this?
I'm pretty sure
he may already be in it.
And there you go.
Because the black guy.
Oh, you think he might be Super Skrull? That's a good,
because he's one of the ones that I've seen so far that actually transformed with the weapon. Like, not only did he look like Samuel, he looked like Samuel with his gun too. It's like, because I know they were saying some of them, I guess, could have the power where not only they could turn into, say, I could look like Thor and not have Thor powers now. So some of them are like that. You have some Skrulls stronger than others, you know.
Yeah.
So I think, I like that though. I do like that the actual villain of this story is Super Skrull.
Yeah,
that's
it makes sense.
I like that. I like that theory. Yeah. So so I don't think that we have any superpower people in this season.
Yeah, no. So there's no reason for him to even, know what I'm saying, to do anything.
But he might
crazy.
hang around, and that might be the character arc that he ends up being Super Skrull. We find out that he has the ability to use powers as well as change. Man,
Yeah, because at the end of the day, why is all the scrolls important to him? Why is he so important?
Yeah, why is he so important?
Yeah. You know
and he was just like I don't know how far you saw into the queue, but he was like when he was walking through the crowd and stuff like that.
He was switching like this.
He was just changing like it was
so
like
crazy that nobody didn't even say anything. Like, did he do it so fast where the people around him
almost like a flash?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, that might be dope. I like that theory.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a good way that somehow that segues into probably the Fantastic Four, introducing them to the universe.
They got to be tied in somehow.
Yeah, they have to get tied in somehow. And reason being is because don't do Dr. Doom yet. Y'all haven't been. Please figure out how to do that.
Don't come nowhere near Dr. Doom, bro.
Yeah,
not yet.
You can't mess up Doom, man.
No,
you gotta take your time.
I know. Because he's such a big bad, he could actually be a bad for a whole nother block.
That's a Secret Wars villain.
Yeah,
like he's supposed to be like Thanos and above level. Like it's like Dr. Doom gets involved is a freaking problem.
Yeah,
and I don't even know how they're going to approach the Fantastic Four in this situation, because like the idea of the Super Skrull coming in, I love that. That's a good way to kind of link those two things together, because he might be maybe he's like, yo, I want to get those powers. He snatches those powers or whatever. But I do you feel like off the strength of this possibly introducing the Super Skrull, do you think that they should do Fantastic Four the series and introduce them to the family of the Fantastic Four, or are we going to try to squeeze everything into a movie again?
I think they're going to do a movie, because there already was some drawings about the movie being placed. I forgot, did it say 70s or something like that, or so something back then, back in the day? Yeah. So it's like I'm not sure they're still going to roll with that.
Bring them to the future.
Yeah, or what? But
that's good. I feel like that's messing up the timeline. But unless they start, unless they saying that they start in the 70s. And you know what I'm saying, go through whatever that cosmic wave or whatever that brings them to the future, maybe. But I don't want it to be a situation where the Fantastic Four existed in the 70s.
Right? No. You see, that's the thing too. Yeah, I don't think it would be that, because at the end of the day, too, if you look at it in this is probably what the 616 world of Marvel, I believe it is.
Oh man, if they doing different, I thought that's what they would end up doing anyway, was bringing them. This is what I thought. I thought they were going to wait for Secret Wars. And for some reason, they're going from different timelines with like different timelines or whatever, and gathering people up and then bringing them together, and then that's how they bring all, like somehow, some way, this brings all of them to the 616.
Yeah, but see, and that's what I think too as well, because incursions are already happening. So with all that stuff is going on, that's what Kang is for and all that stuff. So it's like it's all going to tie in. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait.
Yeah, I think he's going to get off.
I do.
I hope. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say I hope, because I don't know
I hope if he's innocent. If he's innocent, I hope he's I hope he's successful.
Because how they moving, like how, and this
I'm mad he got my baby making good too. I want to fight him for that. He gonna have to get a charge fighting me. And my wife knows it too. My wife knows it.
Like, because they've been moving. They're moving like this is, we're not worried about the court of public opinion. We're worried about getting this one in the courts,
right?
And then let the public opinion just fall in line behind whatever the court said. Because if they got all this information that he said he has, opposed to just putting it online and saying, okay, I obviously didn't do this stuff, we taking Shorty to court. And which might be followed with a lawsuit, because if you take her to court and then you defeat this and then you follow with a lawsuit, you look super innocent.
Or he could play the Kobe route and just have it keep going, like you are going to court, and then all of a sudden she takes a deal that she don't want to go to court no more, whatever the case may be.
This the Kobe defense.
Yeah, you cut it under the table, and then it'd be over with. You know what I'm saying? It'd be over.
Oh no, man!
Don't forget you got to change your number too.
That's but as long as the judge, and there's no blog saying he was found guilty of anything, I think he's good. Even if she was to say they settled out of court or anything like that, I really don't think anything would happen. Like a judge would have to say guilty for it to be a stain on his name. It's so many things, like a lot of actors have what they name, but they just don't have a guilty plea.
They even got Cool done. He going through.
Yeah, he going through it right now too.
So Marvel might be in trouble way more than we think, because Secret Invasion is leading into the Marvels, and Marvels is leading into I don't even know, because I thought the Kang Dynasty and all that stuff was supposed, like Loki probably was supposed to be leading into the Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, and I still can't wait for the
Agatha
even
show to
Loki. Drop.
We can't even do the who?
Agatha, and Scarlet Witch joint.
I feel like they shoehorned something into that. I don't even know how.
But I'm hearing they're supposed to be bringing Mephisto into this, so I mean, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in this Marvel universe.
I don't want to hear that motherfucking name ever again until I see him. Because I fell for that, bro. I was like, oh shoot. I was sitting there telling them, like, oh, they talking about Mephisto. Yeah. He might who might he be?
Hey, you're right.
They had me thinking the cat was Mephisto.
Hey, we didn't see what the demon was, so it's like we don't know.
We're already doing all the because it's like we missed well, technically you couldn't call him that, but Shira Gorath, who was in
in Doctor Strange.
Strange. They just called it something else, but you know Shira Gorath when you see him.
Because at the end of the day, I think they said too that they couldn't. They may have to change names or something because they're like overseas, like
they don't play that.
They don't play that devil shit. Yeah, so it might be a little different.
Mimi, you can call it Mimi.
Mimi the monster.
Mimi the red man.
Speaking of Marvel, you know what we haven't heard about? What happened to the Blade joint? Like we ain't heard nothing about that in the
Mahershala Ali was like, y'all will not fuck this up. And he kept making them start over. Like he was like, yo, this is a script. Start over, do it again. And he made them do it again. Like whatever they doing, Mahershala, since they gave him he's like the showrunner or the movie runner, whatever you want to call it, he's not feeling it. And they keep pushing it back. Like everything is super pushed back down because of the writer's strike. Yeah. But that right there was getting pushed back also, before that.
But also as well, I'm thinking they waiting to tie in Blade because you know Moon Knight. You guys seen Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Loved Moon Knight. So with Moon Knight, I'm thinking that's going to tie in with a lot of that other stuff as well. So, and what was the movie that they dropped? The villain from Spider-Man.
I was just about to say. You talking about Venom? Or are you talking about?
Not Venom. The vampire dude.
No, Morpheus.
Morpheus, that trash joint. So listen, so even with that's supposed to be tying in with all that stuff too. So it's like they slowly but surely. It's so many stories and timelines to put everything in. It's just so much right now.
I'm low key sick of. I'm so fucking sick of Sony in their live action division.
Trash.
But we like Secret Invasion. It's dope. I hope we can probably have a really good conversation about it once it actually finishes. But then they also dropped the Kraven the Hunter trailer. Did you guys get a chance to
do that? Yes. That was real good. Real good.
It looked good.
Fucking violent.
That's how Sabretooth should have been. Did my boy dirty. Did him dirty.
They just gave him long nails and let him run on the wall.
Sabretooth should have been killing stuff, man.
Sabretooth had on a trench coat. Like, why are we doing this? Like, why is he not a beast? He's supposed to be like when I think Sabretooth, I think the animated series Sabretooth.
Yes.
And he is to be feared, he is to be afraid. He was an antagonist to freaking Wolverine.
Right.
Like when you see him, it was a reason why Wolverine hated him. Like he hated the thought of Sabretooth made him just like
it was a real rivalry for real.
Yeah. Yes. And then in the movies, he
got him walking around looking like the Undertaker.
He did some mean things. He did a couple of mean things.
Minor inconveniences. That's all he did.
Yeah. But Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah,
Kraven the Hunter. Please react. Like, what did you guys think when you saw it?
What I was actually surprised they actually went through with it because you've been hearing the rumors about it for a while.
Yeah.
And so I'm just interested to see where they go with it. Like, are they gonna keep him an anti-hero in this one, or is what we gonna be pulling?
Yo, he bit a dude nose off. If he's a hero, he bit his nose off and
yeah.
the camera. Like if
Punisher was an anti-hero.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. So Punisher was
with a purpose though. Like that was a purpose. Kraven didn't have to do that. Somebody sent him that he's hunting people.
Yeah.
There's no real reason to do it.
He hunting bad guys.
Now, Russell Crowe is playing his father. Russell Crowe is playing his father in the movie. And to be honest with you, just off the animated series alone, he looks more like Kraven the Hunter than me. Russell Crowe. Excuse me. Like how he looked like who I would imagine Kraven the Hunter would look like. Like he looked like he would have the long gun, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he would be
a real hunter. Yeah.
But then they got my man coming in, you know what I'm saying? Not Quicksilver, Kick-Ass. He is Kick-Ass, right? Bad memory.
Is he?
No.
He played Quicksilver. He did, but he played Quicksilver, right?
He played some damn body.
We gonna find out.
Yeah. I forget his name. It's something Tyler Taylor or something like that.
Aaron Tyler Johnson.
Yeah, he played Kick-Ass. He really, because he got really swollen Kick-Ass. And then he played Quicksilver. He died he died, and then they brought him in as Kraven the Hunter. And if they're bringing all the Marvel characters together, is he supposed to be in? Are they doing like Spider-Man villains coming into Secret Wars? It would be super beneficial to Sony if they did that.
I think they'll be part of the universe. I don't think they'll be part of Secret Wars.
Yo, Sony, that's how I know Sony be dropping the fucking ball, bro. Because tell me why this wouldn't be dope if they brought Kraven the Hunter, the Rhino, who also showed up in the trailer, freaking Miles Morales. You know what I'm saying? If they could actually bring him in, because especially we doing all this incursion stuff, right? You bring Miles Morales, you bring in Peter Parker from our Peter Parker, and you bring them into Secret Wars. And then then after they come to Secret Wars, you bring in, then you follow up with movies on the Sony under the Sony thumb.
Well,
everybody's seen
if you do Secret Wars, you also have to bring Venom in.
That's what I'm saying. So you bring Venom, Morpheus, you bring the Vulture.
And they already left that door open when they left that specimen of villain in the Spider-Man
Carnage, which I haven't seen yet. I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen Carnage yet either.
I'm not really pressed. I'm not pressed to see it at all. But I was like, that's how Sony don't. I really, really want them to lose their rights and then they go back to freaking Marvel, just like the whole, because like they fucking up. Like, why would you not like if they're not? I'm jumping the gun here, but if they're not going to do that, what the fuck are you doing? This is going to be a huge movie. Your characters will fit right in there, and then it will bring all the audience that saw that will come and want to see, because we don't know these characters. Kraven might be the first one they do right. Hopefully. Because like how the movie looks, he looks fine. It looks super, like he looks good. Morpheus did not look good in the trailer.
But also what I heard with Morpheus is a lot got cut. It's like they made the movie and then they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, it has to be PG-13."
What?
Oh, okay.
Sony don't. It's a vampire movie. What are we doing here?
It was supposed to be. I believe it was supposed to be rated R at first, and then of course, you know, somebody in the suit come in and said, "Nah, we got to make it PG-13 because we want to capture all audiences."
Hey, I don't know. Have you ever heard of a movie where the fucking studio drops a note and makes the fucking movie better? Has it ever happened?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why do they keep fucking talking every time? Every time a movie goes bad, they was like, well, the studio decided, the studio do this. So either these motherfuckers the studio is a scapegoat and basically an easy finger to point at, or they need to shut the fuck up. Why do they keep doing what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why would you not make Morpheus rated R? Why would it not have blood?
Definitely, I thought it was gonna be rated
vampire movie.
Yeah, I don't know but this has always been an issue with all when they think of because they don't understand comics. That's just the reality. They don't understand comics aren't just made for children only. They do have adult like stories. So
all of us grew up on comics and comic book stories and
movies. And that's the same
stories.
thing too with Doctor Strange. I felt like that would made it not as big as it should have been. Multiverse of Madness and how it was going should have definitely been rated R. It should have definitely been rated R.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like definitely. it was teetering. It was bathing in horror.
Yeah.
They wanted it to be a horror movie from the person who dumps buckets of blood in his horror movies. Why would you not let him go full out crazy?
Yeah, because you're dealing with Scarlet Witch, dark power and energy, chaos, man. All this stuff is like all this shit's going on, bro. Like
she does things weirdly and things like they was going there, and it's like they
the dark hold is still the dark hold.
It's like devil book.
It's nothing sweet about the dark hold. It's nothing PG-13 about the dark hold, bro.
When she's spaghettified.
Yes.
When she spaghettified Reed Richards, it should have been like little strips of blood.
Yes.
It should have been like she should have been like, I mean, boy, imagine that.
It made a pop at the end. What the hell is this?
That's like what's the dude that has the supersonic voice? Like once he started speaking, his head should explode.
Black Bolt head should have been all over everybody.
Like, facts.
Everybody.
Facts.
There was no reason for him to say that, and it probably was supposed to be.
Right.
It probably was supposed to be.
Probably somebody told them to make it PG.
Exactly, because like his head just did like this. When he yells, he can destroy the moon. Like he's Dragon Ball Z level strong. So you trying to tell me when he talks within himself that his head just pops, opposed to exploding in little bits of Black Bolt should have been like it should have been stuck in
his whole body should have exploded.
Yes, it should have been. Yeah, it should have been Mortal Kombat over there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fatality. Whoopsie.
They just didn't want to go through it, and that's why.
But I think they're getting it right.
Deadpool should have.
Go ahead.
No, but I was gonna say Deadpool and Logan should have proved to him that yes, we can make comic book films.
And they made billions off of that.
Scratch that. Blade should have proven to him that you can make a comic book film rated R.
Yes,
exactly. So Kraven, I think obviously they're going rated. They had a red band trailer, so they're going straight up rated R. And Deadpool 3 rated R. The Punisher rated R. So they starting to catch on that rated R can make money.
Right, like they scared that this rated R is not going to make any money. You just look at the prior movies, you can tell you're going to win the box office, man.
Yeah, the Captain Marvels and all that stuff like that, all the baseline. Like I don't know why they don't do like a Marvel Knights or a Marvel Dark or whatever the freak like this,
like Ghost Rider and all them.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, if you're not going to sit here and tell me you're going to bring the Spirit of Vengeance to fucking movies or TV or whatever and keep it PG-13.
Trash. Better not.
The first time.
They did.
You wear it with.
Then you get Ghost Rider peeing flames and shit like like which I did like. I thought it was funny. But still, it shouldn't be the movie
dick was burning.
Okay, so
that nigga dick was burning.
He had gonorrhea. Ghost Rider had gonorrhea.
He ain't screamed not one time at all. He took it like a gangster.
Yeah.
Just peeing regularly, ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, you get used to it afterward.
right. I'm used to it now.
That's how the rest of his body got burnt up. It started there, and he just kept going with it. Like he never got it treated.
Oh man.
But okay, so I forgot what I was about to say. But basically, like, so Kraven the Hunter, I'm safe to. I think it's safe to say that we're gonna watch it
for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it leads into just being a whole bunch of Marvel dark shit, so we can start getting like into like I want the Punisher to be a threat to heroes, like not heroes, but threat to the hero level or villain level threat. I don't want him to just be a street level threat. I want to be like motherfuckers afraid of him.
Yeah, let him hunt down Spider-Man like he did.
Yeah, like because he takes people's stuff and like he'll take their equipment and add it to him own. I need that. I wanted the same thing they did for Daredevil, like amp him up with the CGI when they did him in She-Hulk. I need the Punisher to be like with Shield, like Shield, like they we gotta call the Punisher. Yo, that's the only person we can get to come in here to fix it. Like I want them to step it up in that department with the violence. Yeah, I want some violence, and then and then like to step it up with the powers and stuff like that. And then I went Carnage. Was Carnage in the movie? I didn't see it.
Yeah, which one?
In the and Venom 2. Was he Carnage?
Yeah, Venom. Yeah, he was Carnage
like was he like
name.
He was Carnage by name. That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
You didn't get him like chopping people in half with his axe hands or impaling people, stealing souls. You didn't get any of that stuff. So
maybe they learned their lesson after Carnage. And they say, you know what, when this Kraven movie come out, we're not playing no games. Maybe Sony finally caught on, and then if Sony starts making money off of it, you know what I'm saying, they all just pretty much copy each other. If Sony makes money off this Kraven movie, if this movie does great, like if this movie brings back the movies, then maybe we'll get all of that. Because we can it doesn't have to just be a Marvel Dark thing. Maybe it could be all of them are intertwining with each other.
Yeah.
And it could just be based on the film. Like, I mean, can we have a rated R I don't know, Winter Soldier film? Yeah, he shoots guns. Sure. I mean,
he really should have been.
I'm just saying. But let's say, Captain America may not make it rated R because he doesn't have stabby weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Should the X-Men be rated R? Maybe, because what some of the powers are and some of the themes they talk about. Why not?
I want.
And even though as well, ain't no way in hell you could tell me Captain America's shield should not be going through niggas' bodies as fast as throwing it, as hard.
But I mean,
come on, man.
I get okay. The reason I kind of give it to it is the same reason why it doesn't make sense is because it's supposed to be from vibranium, so it absorbs like kinetic energy, right? So shouldn't that mean that the shield shouldn't work? Because it should just, when you throw it should just be like it absorbs it and just fall down. It shouldn't bounce, right? So that would be the same reason it doesn't bust through somebody's chest. Because if you can lodge it into a tree, I'm pretty sure it can fit through some goddamn ribs.
Or concrete walls, it gets stuck in it. Like, come on, but it just bounces off a body.
Hey, we're on the same. Look, I understand, but just like how Batman don't kill, allegedly.
Captain America kills. Yeah. Captain America be killing like a mother. He will murder you.
In the first film, he had a blicky. He was going through gunning down Nazis.
Marvel don't do that. Only DC do that stupid mess where you got guys that don't kill. Marvel, everybody kills. Squirrel Girl kills.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody murders.
I think even Spider-Man got a body or two. So
facts. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm just saying that's some DC mess or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DC, but whatever. But anyways, I think that was it, guys. This is a good damn episode.
It was.
I think we get into the swings of things. You know what I'm saying?
All white team.
And the Eddies, oh my, when I tell you I am floating right now, it's ridiculous.
I bet.
But, you said I gotta get on what you want.
You can get them through the mail.
Right, cool.
This is Delta 9, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a little it's low on the THC, high on the happy. And with that being said, you guys got anything you want to declare here?
No, man, I'm all good. Y'all know what time it is, though, dude. The chef, IG, all
No,
that.
but
Trust Neches Sports Talk as well. Taco Sauce Podcast as well. All that. Yeah.
Do we have a set date on that? Are we still we going guerrilla style on the Tres Neches Sports?
On the Tres Neches Sports Talk right now, we are working on the actual date for every day. I'm going posting clips and everything. So right now I'm just posting clips until I find out the exact live date because my schedule is hectic right now, but we're gonna figure it out.
And Q, I know you've been talking about it. I've been talking about it. Trying to do Tres Neches gaming.
Yes, I would love it.
We're gonna be on there. So I already did a test stream. We came out cool. So I was like, all right, bet we can. Next thing is going to do a test stream with more people in there to see how it all works, and we're gonna get that all started. So
and Chef, we in it. We gaming, Chef. We gaming.
Yes,
let's go. So we're gonna start doing lives eventually.
Yes,
we're definitely gonna start doing just gaming. Like even if we gotta do clips and stuff like that, or just even just straight up recorded gameplay. But we're just trying to get more and more into everything, kind of spread out, just kind of fill up the week.
Yes,
if we can, with more and more content.
For sure.
So stick with us.
Keep rocking with us, people.
Everything the Tres Neches way. You know what I'm saying? Corner Dojo TV, Cool Q, Dude the Chef, is the Tres Neches, and we out this bitch. Eazy. We out like Eazy, the Cant block captain. On 3, everybody's on 3.
Hit the Twitter.
Hold up. On 3, everybody slump.